All right, guys, so in this video, we're going to be installing a plugin called Line Clamp, which will allow us to truncate text. So let's say that like some of these testimonials are really long and we just want to truncate them. You could then go on to add like a read more button or something like that. But I just want to give you an example of using a plugin. And you have a bunch of official plugins that Tailwind offers, and of course you have third-party plugins. You could even write your own plugins, which is of course beyond the scope of this course. But we're going to use the line clamps. So if we come down here to line clamp and we click on this link, this actually takes us to the GitHub repo. So we do have to install it with npm. So I'm just going to grab that, and just for a second I'm going to stop the CLI from running, and let's paste that in. So it's just going to install line clamp as a dev dependency. Okay, looks like I have to update my npm. And then if you go to your package.json, you should see the line clamp plugin here as well. But let's go ahead and run npm run watch again, get that going. Okay, and now in order to use this or any plugin, you have to go to your config file, and from here we're going to go down to plugins. And let's say we want to require, actually this has to be, no, that's right. Yeah, we want to require, and we want to pass in here the name of the plugin, which it pops up automatically right here, line clamp. And that, yeah, that should do it. Let's save, and you shouldn't have any errors or anything down here. All right, if you didn't install it, then you will see an error. So now we should be able to use that wherever we want. So I'm going to go into the first box here, and where we have the small text, so this right here, I'm going to add a lot to this. So I'm going to go after the period here, and I'm just going to say lorem 50, right? So now that's pretty long. So if I make that bigger, yeah, so there's a lot of text there. So what we'll do is add onto this a class of line-clamp, and you can see we have 1 through 5. So it depends on how long you want this to be. If I do line clamp 1, then we just have 1 line there. If I do 2, we have 2. I'm going to do 5 for this. No, let's do 6. Yeah, so that, I mean, now it basically looks like it did before. And I don't know if you would do this in this situation. The point of this is to just show you that this is available, show you how to install and configure plugins. So maybe for, let's see, for Jonathan, he has a pretty small column there. So let's add to it. We'll say lorem 50. And now, yeah, so now that doesn't look very good. It's way too long. It makes this one go way down. So we would use line clamp here as well. Let's say line clamp 5, and that will shorten that up. All right. So if you want to add them to, if you want to do this for the rest of them, you can. But again, I just wanted to give you an example of using a plugin.